everybody, and happy 500-mile review. We got 500 miles on this bad boy. So we're going to do a ride today, and we're going to recap what I've done to the bike and what I've learned about the new Basalt 2.0. And we're going to have fun with this, so hey, we'll see you later. 500 miles on the new Basalt. Woohoo! I must admit, working with the Insta360 X4 is so much easier than the GoPros and that new one XTRA, which I actually sent back. I sent that camera back yesterday, so I'm over it, or day before yesterday. So, yeah, I'm over that camera. So anyway, we are continuing our ride, and we will come back to this point right here to do the final review and breakdown of what I did to this bike and what I've ran into with this bike. So, hey, we'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, here is my ST 2.0 Basalt Mokwheel, of course. It's got 500 miles on it now, and let me give you a rundown real quick of what I've done and what I've found out. The first and most impactful thing, and I didn't even notice, was that this thing came with 8 gears this year, 2026. My 2025 only had 7 gears. Now, it took me 3 rides to realize that. Bruh. They also changed the derailleur to an Altus instead of a tourney, so that's a big difference. But other than that, I haven't changed much of anything. Put the bag on from my old bike here. I put the noseless seat on it, and then I put my media bar on the bike. So that's basically all I've done. I just put it back to the one that was from the old one. And just a reminder, I got hit by a car in May, and then the insurance company, fortunately I was okay. But the insurance company bought me a new bike and took care of business. So this is the new one. It's got 500 miles on it now. And you can see I haven't done much to it. But I do like this bike. I got the exact same duplicate of what I had. And it's awesome. So I'll do a quick walk around here. All the media stuff is up. Being a content creator, I have to have a lot of camera mounts up here. Then I have a couple of custom ones that I use for my 360 camera that blow off the side of the bike. I'll give you a picture of that right now. So anyway, that's the bike itself. Here's what the problem was right at the beginning of when I got this e-bike. It would just shut off. And I mean, I experienced that 3 times in 2,500 miles on my old ST Basalt, the one I had before this one. But this one, it was on the first day. I hadn't even got 10 miles on this thing and it shut off. Now, all I had to do, and that's through experience, all I had to do was to just restart the whole bike. You know, shut it down and then restart the whole bike. And that took care of the problem. I did contact a Mokwheel, and that took a while to get back with me, but they finally did. And what they basically said is to check the connections on your battery. Well, about 4 or 5 days later, because I didn't do that yet, about 4 or 5 days later, I was doing another ride and making a turn, and boom, shut down again. And I said, okay, I don't even have 200 miles on this bike, and it shut down twice. So this time I got hold of Mokwheel, and we had a long discussion about what the heck was going on. And they gave me some fail safes and stuff like that. And they advised me to pull the battery out and then put it back in. Okay, did that. And I rode for about a week or so. Now I ride almost every day. But they told me to go ahead and do that. And I did that. And I was out riding and boo, off it went again. Okay, now I'm getting upset. And so I said, okay, I got to call them. They said, check the connections inside the battery cradle. I said, all right, and make sure that it's fully seated when it's closed up. I said, okay about that. So this time I pulled the battery clean out. I grabbed my spare battery, put it in, and I have experienced no shutdowns at all since then. So I don't know if it was a connection issue or what's going on, but right now she's running like a champ and it's all good. So anyway, guys, hey, that's what's going on with the bike. 500-mile review, only had the 3 shut-off things, and it apparently turned out to be a battery connection inside the bike frame. Once I switched out the battery, because I have spares, that may have cleared up the problem in the connection bay, and I haven't had a problem since, so that's really great, because I really like this bike. Like I said, my other one had 2,500 plus on it, and this one now has 500 on it, and I got it, I think, the 20th of May, something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, hey, we're going to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed this review. We'll see you on the next one.